morning, class. Today we will start with our new topic called geometry. So, before we start, let's have a look at the important terms in the chapter. Our first term is plane. A plane is a flat surface that goes endlessly in all the direction. For example, wall, book, etc. Our second term is point. A point is the most basic unit of geometry. As you can see on the screen, the small dot is your point. All the complex items or the complex figures in your geometry are made with the help of point. So let's have a look at its properties. A point has no dimensions. That means it doesn't have any length, breadth or height. It shows an exact location. Furthermore, it is always denoted or shown by a capital letter. Like the one shown in our figure, it is shown with a capital letter P. Moving forward, our next term is line. So, let's have a look at its properties. A line is a collection of points that goes endlessly in both the direction. Therefore, it has no endpoints. Since it doesn't have any endpoint, it means it cannot be measured. And since it cannot be measured, it means it has no definite length. Which further means a line cannot be drawn on a piece of paper. And the symbol of line is shown on the screen. It's a line with arrows on both the ends. Moving forward, our next term is line segment. A line segment is a part of a line. It has two endpoints. Since it has two endpoints, it means it can be measured. And since it can be measured, it has a definite length and it can be drawn on a piece of paper. The symbol for line is a straight line. Please remember, for line segment, there are no arrows at the end. It denotes that the line has endpoints. Our next is ray. A ray is a part of a line. It extends in only one direction. It cannot be measured since it has one extending point. And since it cannot be measured, it has no definite length. And it cannot be drawn on a piece of paper. The symbol for ray is a straight line with arrow only at one end. Now let's understand the different types of line. Our first type is parallel line. Then we have intersecting lines. And the third is perpendicular line. Now let's read them in more detail. Our first type is parallel lines. The lines that lie in the same plane and never intersect with each other are called parallel lines. The lines drawn on your screen are an example of parallel lines. For example, railway track or river bank. As you can see in the figure below, the tracks of a railway never meet. They just travel along. Same is the case with the river bank. The banks of a river never meet. So they are the perfect example of parallel lines. Next we have intersecting lines. Two lines are said to be intersecting if they cut or intersect each other at a point. Looking at the figure given below, you can see that they intersect or meet at one point. Therefore, they are intersecting lines. The point where they meet is called point of intersection. For example, scissor or crossroads. As you can see here, there is a point where they meet. So therefore, they are intersecting lines. Next we have perpendicular lines. When two lines intersect or meet at a point in such a way that they form right angles, they are called perpendicular lines. For example, cross or hands of a clock. if you look carefully, there you can see that the hands of a clock are meeting in such a way that they are making a right angle. Same is the case with a cross. Next we have 2D shapes or two-dimensional spaces. 2D shapes are also known as two-dimensional shapes. They have two parts, that is length and breadth. For example, square, rectangle, etc. Another way to study them or to denote them is that they can be drawn on a piece of paper. Next we have 3D shapes. 3D shapes are also known as three-dimensional shapes. They have three parts, that is length, breadth and height. Please remember they have edges, faces and vertices. For example, cube, cuboid or prism. Please note that to show them, we have to use a 3D figure. That's all for today's class. I hope you enjoyed today's topic. Till we meet next, thank you.